What's going on? What's going on? It's Greg. Greg said it. Back for y'all second time today for our inspirational motivation. And of course, we had our live early today talking about the future of the Colorado Buffaloes. Had a good little conversation. It's been a lot of changes coming through the football world. As we've already seen, Nick Saban retire this week. We've seen that Washington's coach come down and actually take his place within days. And you're looking at two great programs. Washington was just in the national championship, won the Pac-12, and just had a pretty good, I know it last 2 to 3 seasons. It's pretty good. And I think only lost one game or so. And they've been a dominant force up under their coach. But now he's looking forward to taking over Nick Saban's spot and the culture and the traditions going on in University of Alabama. More power to him. Big opportunity for him. It's interesting when Coach Prime did that. I know he said some things, and maybe that led people to think he could have moved. But maybe he accomplished what he could accomplish at the end of the day. Who knows? Well, Alabama now has a new coach. It's a new season. It's a new year, a new era. Nick Saban has been dominating Alabama for, at least a decade now. It's team after team, player after player. Put so many great players in the NFL. Put so many, national championships, at least, 7, 8 of them. He put so many SEC championships, and to the point where Alabama was pretty much bulletproof at the time. It was pretty much guaranteed for them to be in SEC. Pretty much guaranteed for them to win. Gave Georgia a hard time for a good minute. Georgia just could never get past Alabama. Get past everybody but Alabama. And Alabama was a shoe-in. And they was pretty much a shoe-in to the national championship. They had their little run back and forth with Clemson. Clemson showed up a couple of years. But they've been more consistent than anybody. And a lot of that had to do with Nick Saban. So now, it's a change of guard. We don't know exactly what that's going to look like. And maybe it'll move around, release some resources. Some of those tours, like I said earlier this week, that Coach Prime's looking for some of those D linemen and linemen, period, to come over there and play for him, being that it could be a release. Some of the players may stay, give the new coach a shot, but again, like I said earlier, change comes with everything new. It comes not only with a new head coach, it comes with a new identity. It comes with new staff a lot of times. He's not coming by himself. Come with a new position coach. Will you gel with them? Will you bank on that? Or will you go with the guy who you've been with for years, who recruited you wherever he goes? So it creates a lot of shifting across the whole scene, because some of those coaches are going to go to other schools. And for a good 30 days, both Washington and Alabama players have a chance to figure out where they want to go. So we still see a little movement that, for the most part, the dust is settled. And that's the beautiful thing about change. It creates opportunity. It's going to create opportunity in this situation for this new coach to come in Alabama. It's going to create opportunity for new coaches to come in and with him and be a part of Alabama, which they probably wouldn't have, but because of him, they will. And be in a big elite program, take over that with elite fan base in the elite conference. It's a good opportunity. It also gives opportunity for players who probably wouldn't normally come there. Maybe some of his guys from Washington would transfer there. I don't know. But at the same time, the players who are there may take on new opportunities to go elsewhere and play with different programs, and the coaches, same way, that will leave and go to different programs. Some of them may even get a promotion. Who knows? But it's just that movement creates opportunity. And that's how it is in life. Sometimes things happen by choice, or sometimes by force. Sometimes it's some things that you planned, that you caused, that you created, and sometimes it's as a result of what somebody else caused and planned or created. And either way, it could turn out good for you. It could be something you wouldn't have done that actually works for you, and that could be the case for a lot of people. But sometimes, destabilizing the situation can create unknown variables that, and it could have an impact on you that's negative. when you wasn't planning for something, and maybe your other options are not as good. But that's just how life rolls sometimes. But we know if one thing that's inevitable, it is change. Change is going to happen. You can get comfortable, but you can always be prepared because you know things can change. You can get comfortable on your job and love it, but things can change. It can be something simple as, let's say you work for a company or a corporation and they change ownership. They sell to a bigger company like you see in corporate America. Or it could be on a more local micro scale where they change your boss. Your boss decide to retire, resign, go to another place. Your new boss come in with a whole different mindset, whole different changes, ideology, change certain things. And that's pretty much in the industry. Your new boss come in, you don't know what you're gonna get. And that's how it works. And sometimes, you see just changes in general where just in life, aging is a change. Losing family members, gaining family members, moving into a new house, moving out of a house, moving to a different state. Everything has its own set of variables and factors that you got to consider, because change, you got to be ready for it, and you got to be able to adjust with that change, because it's going to happen. Sooner or later, you're going to experience change. We've seen it with Coach Prime. He experienced change. He went to Colorado from HBCU, from Texas to Mississippi to Colorado. Snow, cold in the mountains. Just take hold of that change. Accept that change. Make it work for your good. But at the same time, there's some negatives. You gotta meet a whole new set of people. You gotta meet a whole new expectations, culture. It's all part of it. Just gotta take hold of it. And that's when I say, when we watch football and we watch the Colorado, it's a lot of life lessons. I always like to do the inspirational motivation on Sunday. Something tied to what we're dealing with, because we all are living life. So at the end of the day, it has to be relevant. It has to have an impact on us. And that's what I like to bring as part of Greg Said It. So if y'all like, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. When we go live or when more videos come out, I want y'all to make sure y'all don't miss out on it. I know YouTube, sometimes the algorithm be whatever. But hey, I'm Greg. Greg Said It. I'll talk to y'all soon.